So, the game yet to kick off, the excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Achraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being at it. He's gone for goal! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Can he get it through? Dropper! And that's caused a worry or two. Yaya Toure gets a foot in and wins the ball. Koundé. Iniesta. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Drogba. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
And it's Aubameyang. He's on it. Can he get away? Alexander-Arnold defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Aubameyang. Cleared without hesitation. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And they're not going to make any further progress now. It's a pretty loose pass. Hazard chasing after it, engages and forces him off the ball. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's well spotted. Iniesta. Alexander-Arnold gets into some space. Now, can they get him away? Iniesta, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Iniesta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, perfectly measured that. Good chance here! Goal! Colombia! And it's Colombia who take the lead. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Colombia are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those...
Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Colombia with the corner, they're first. Cleared away. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Takes a shot. And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Colombia clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Granit Xhaka. Now he's got space here. Aubameyang! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
And it's been played through. Granit Xhaka. And Hakimi. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Eder Militao does well to get it back. Tries to pass it through. Spread neatly. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Ambitious ball here. He is, can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Gavi. And it's Iniesta. That looks a cracking ball. Odegaard is firing after that one. Oh, that's clever. Mbappe. He has found the way through. Crosses it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
The second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Quality ball. Plays it through. Back into the middle. Takes the shots! Iniesta. And he's picked it up out wide. It's going to be another throw. Pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Knocks it out wide. He's found the way through. Makaleli. That is a brilliant interception. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Odegaard. Gavi. Searching pass he's played there.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
It's their second corner of the game. with nicely by the defence. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a promising position. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
No, he's missed it.
Odegaard will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
And he's gone long. Now it's Yamal. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Odegaard. It's a searching pass. And that's a dangerous ball. Makaleli. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
That's an imaginative pass. Aubameyang looking to get on the end of this. Maldini. And it's Iniesta. Iniesta charging forward, the ball at his feet. Knocks it into space. Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's nice. And this is Iniesta. Oh, sweet. It's Iniesta! It's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
And shot a goal! And yes, it's there! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Pass somewhat off target. Spread it left. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
And it's Alexander, and he's had a hit! It is a very, very good save.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Well, that looks a decent ball. He's shifting through the gears here. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. That has been cut short. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe! Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That has not gone well. Probing pass, just eases him off the ball. Makaleli gets rid without sophistication. Oh, perfectly measured that. Cannavaro deals with that comfortably.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode. Lewandowski has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Rice, looking to play him in. Mbappe. That's a decent clearance. And he's quick to snatch it back. Played into space. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that's that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy.
Bienvenidos.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Ball's gone astray. Can he get on the end of this? Yamal. He's had a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate. The execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball, so effortless.
And the shot! That was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Threads one in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that has been clubbed away. Can he get it through? Maldini is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Spread it left. He'd have done well to reach that. Tries to pass it through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That is good alertness. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now, can they get him away? That has ended up in no man's land. Very nicely done. He's having a go! Just a fraction high.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Iniesta. Tries to play it through. And he plays one through. Ferdinand did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Chiellini. And it's Azar. He's had it taken off him. Well, that looks a decent ball. Can he latch on to this? Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And Batistuta! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Iniesta. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Yamal. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Alexander-Arnold. Iniesta. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Raul. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Not the most accurate pass. Raul. Scholes. And this is Raul. He's got goal. Sticks it away. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's looking wide. Iniesta. And that is expertly dealt with. Chance! And it's in! And they're back in front. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now that's well seen too. Nakata. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Iniesta. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Could move up a gear here. Makalele kept his eye on it, and he's there. Yaya Toure. Deep into stoppage time. No, that's been intercepted. Chiellini. Maldini. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, what a mistake! Makaleli. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
It's Iniesta!
Iniesta just dropped the shoulder to engineer the feint. Now he'll have to shoulder the blame.
Nakata goes on a run down the left wing. Alexander-Arnold, who does have an assist to his name. Well, that is one way to stop him. Costa Curta. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Yaya Toure. Iniesta. Looking to play him in. Drogba. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Alexander-Arnold goes short. Azar! Belletti. Tottenham have the chance to go the other way. Yamal. Yamal going face to face with his great rival. Oh, good take in a good area. Scholes.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's worked it through. And this is Batistuta. And Batistuta! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Nice bit of trickery. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Raul. Played into space out wide.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was Batistuta! It's anyone's ball now. Iniesta. And it's Iniesta. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that is going out for a goal kick. Looking for the run. It's played through for him. Can he finish? And he's there to get it away. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Yamal. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Maldini, looking for options for movement. Hazard. And here's Hazard. Hazard has been caught there, it's a foul. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Maldini, plays a sharp little ball here. Well seen, saw that coming. Scholes. The final 5 minutes. Iniesta, now it's Yamal. Aimed beyond the defence.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
It's roll! Goal! We thought it was over. It's all square once more.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Substitution in progress. Two
Raul.
minutes has been
Oh, that's a key
indicated.
interception. Knocks it into space. Look, Pele! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Shot could be on. And that will be it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So bring it on. High expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot.
Goes for a shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Can he get it through? Pedri. Iniesta. And he was quick to react.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Ferdinand. Alexander-Arnold. Kukçu. Now it's Son Heung-min. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played, well played. Yamal gets into a good position. He has found the way through. Very nicely done. Tries a shot! Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Plays it across. And he's gone long. Son Heung-min. Now it's Scholes. Engages and forces him off the ball. Knocks it into space. Looking to play him in. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite... Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries to pass it through. De Jong deals with that comfortably. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Kukçu. Looking for options for movement. Chiellini. Makaleli. Now it's Drogba. Yamal. The referee's awarded a free kick. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Kukçu. That is a great pick out. Messi gets through on his own. Maldini. And now the breakaway. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Aimed beyond the defence. Iniesta. It's Iniesta! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it.
Now, oh, what has happened here? Goal! Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
No, it's not getting there. Iniesta. Pedri. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And this is Drogba. Drogba was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Threads one in. Hazard in acres of space out wide. That's good play. And it's Makaleli. This is Iniesta. Hazard looking to go deep.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
That's an excellent interception. Iniesta. Yamal. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. He slings it, up he goes! And the whistle goes for half-time. Thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And we are already promptly back underway. No, that's been intercepted. Kukchu. And Son Heung-min. It's a pretty loose pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Maldini. Now, can they get him away?
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, this is a great position. And he's in on Bienvenidos! Now, who's going to be first to this?
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Tries to play it through. Mbappe picks it up out wide. Delivery. Climbs up big! And it's come back out to him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that... Oh, no, what has happened here? So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Not the most accurate pass. Played out to the right. Looking for the run. And there's green grass ahead of him. Alexander-Arnold. Iniesta receives it in a wide position. It's Iniesta! Looking tidy in possession here. Forward, the ball at his feet. And he's on his way! He's shifting through the gears here. Son Heung-min. That pass isn't the best. And they're not going to make any further... Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Oh, the ball's cut, and again!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. He's a sharp little ball here. That has ended up in no man's land. Decent chance! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has been cut short. Yaya Toure. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pass somewhat off target. Great vision. And he cuts out the supply. Maldini. Now that's well seen too. Makaleli. Iniesta. He's found a way through. And that's not going to reach. Son Heung-min looks to get on the end of this. Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get on the end of this? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That is good alertness. Now it's Messi, and it's Kukçu. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it takes a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And there goes the final whistle. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. that gets things running. Santos have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that...
Right there! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Aims beyond the defence. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He has found a way through. Scores! Decent enough try. Santos with the corner, there first. And he can clear it away. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Hazard. And he's running through.
That's good play from him.
Hazard had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Now it's Yamal. Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, played through for the wide man.
That's going in strongly.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Knocks it into space. Vinicius Junior. He's got away. Makaleli. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Timber. This is Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Crossed in early. Oh, well played, well played. Drogba shifted it to the flank. The less said about that pass, the better. He's picked his way through. Thinks about the shot. And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal receives it in a wide position. Makaleli, real chance! He's got away with one there.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Timber. There will be a throw-in. Timber. He's in space and looking for options. Look at the space here. A corner it is then. It's going to be another corner, I think. It's their second corner of the game. And it's a poor one. And it's Iniesta. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And what about this cross? Van Bouten, Fabinho.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That looks a decent ball. Scholes for Fabinho. Now it's Hazard. Great ball if he can get there. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Batistuta. Batistuta! He's looking wide. Strong running down that left flank. That has not gone well. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Fabinho. Rijkaard. Scholes. Maldini. Looking for options for movement. And the first half is done. That is certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Park Ji-sung. Can he get on the end of this? It's Park Ji-sung. It's a really well-measured ball. Timber. Can he get it through? Now, can they get him away? Now it's Hazard. Maldini. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Yamal goes for a shot! Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Fabinho. Timber. Neither of these two want to come off second best. The mess and Park Ji-sung! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Park Ji-sung clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And that is out of play. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Van Bouten. Will play for Rijkaard. Timber. Fabinho. And it's Fabinho. Timber. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's in a great position here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's under a lot of pressure there, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he latch on to this? Alexander-Arnold, Rijkaard deals with that comfortably. And it's Azar. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Van Bouten. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Tries to pass it through. And claimed it back swiftly. And this is Azar. He is through here. And this is and he shoots! They've done it! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Substituição em andamento.
So here comes the substitution. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
And here's Park Ji-sung. Ball comes in. Up he goes! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Santos take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Oh, this looks sharp.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And this is Scholes. And this is Park Ji-sung. Fabinho. And time is up. Well, that was intense. An enjoyable contest that either could easily have won. Ultimately decided by just...